Hey guys, we're back for multiplying and factoring polynomials. So we're talking about the distributive property, okay, which we take the outer term and we multiply it both to the first and second term to get our answer. Then when it comes to factoring, we're going to be given it this way, and then we have to pull the greatest common factors out to reverse the process of multiplication, okay, to give us this kind of answer. Okay, so let's jump right into these. Okay, I'm going to explain. So when we're distributing, we're going to do 3x times 2x. 3 times 2 is 6. X times x is x squared, so we get 6x squared. Then we have 3x times 1, which gives me 3x. Okay, so then we're done. We've distributed it. Now we have negative 2x times 4x, which is negative 8x squared. And then negative 2x times 3 would be negative 6x. Okay, so this x is also being distributed with the number. So negative 4x times 2x is negative 8x squared. Negative 4x times a negative 3, which would give me positive 12x. Okay. Then we have 7x times x, which is 7x squared. And then 7x times a negative 4, which will give me negative 28. And we bring the x to tag along. Okay. This is how, so we distributed and we got it into this form. Now when we're factoring, we're going to have this form and we need to go to this form, okay? So we're going to reverse the process now. So when we're factoring, okay, we're looking at the two terms and seeing what they both have in common. X squared minus 12x, they both have an x in common, so I put the x here, I pull it out. X squared essentially divided by an x, we take one out, so now we just have x. And then we have negative 12x, we take the x out. And we're just left with negative 12. Now we have 2x squared plus 10x is equal to, right? I'm pulling the 2 out because 2 and 10 have a common factor of 2. Okay, and they both have an x, so I pull the 2x out. So 2x squared, essentially, and we pull 2x, now we're just left with x. Okay, then we have 10x, and we pull 2x out. So 10 divided by 2 would be 5, right? And it would be positive, and we have the x out here already, so it's just x plus 5. And if you guys want to check your work, you can distribute x times x is x squared, and then x times a negative 12 is negative 12x. Here we have 2x times x, which is 2x squared. 2x times a positive 5 would be positive 10, bring the x. So we know that these work, they verify. You don't have to verify, this is just me showing you that this is what we're doing. Okay, so these last two, we have negative 3x squared and negative 6x. So we know that they both have a negative in common. 3 and 6, 3 is a factor of both 3 and 6, so we pull a 3 out, a negative 3, and they both have an x. So this is their greatest common factor. I put my parenthesis. Negative 3x squared, and if I take a negative 3x out, leaves me with a positive x. Okay. And then negative 6x, if I pull negative 3x out, negative 6 divided by negative 3 gives me a positive 2. Okay, and if I want to see if I'm right, negative 3x times x is negative 3x squared. Negative 3x times a positive 2 gives me a negative 6x. So it checks out. Okay, last one, so we have a cubic. Okay, so we have x, they all have an x in common. Right? This one only has 1, this one has 2, and this one has 3. So the most we can take out is 1. So now what are some factors? We have 4, 12, and 8. The greatest, we know the factors that they have in common is 2 and 4. 4 is going to be the highest, so we're going to pull 4x out. Okay? So 4x cubed, and we take a 4x out, I'm left with x squared. So we have 1 and 2 would give us 3. Okay, then we have 12x, okay? We take a 4x out. 12 divided by 4 is 3. X squared divided by x is x, okay? And then the last one, we have negative 8, so we know this is going to be a negative, right? Negative 8 divided by a positive 4 is a negative 2, okay? And we pull the x out, so just close it off like that. Okay, and if we distribute this one, we're just going to distribute it all to 3. So 4x squared times x. 4x times x squared is 4x cubed. 4x times 3x is positive 12. X times x is squared. 4x times negative 2, negative 8 x, so this checks out. Okay?